Hey guys, it's your girl Risa coming to you today. I am getting ready to make banana pudding from scratch. Hey suckers, welcome everybody. How y'all doing? Hey so guys. Yes y'all, it is What Would Jesus Do Wednesday? Yes it is. And this I'm making this for Ashley's birthday. Today is her birthday. Happy 29th birthday, my baby. Yeah, she been begging for this banana pudding for the longest, so yeah, we're gonna go ahead and do this. So now there are different ways, I guess, in making banana pudding, but this is the way I learned how to make it, and this is what I like to use. Okay, now what you're gonna need is some type of cookies. And the reason I say some type of cookies because I've heard people use Chessman cookies. I've heard people use just plain what they call vanilla cookies, which is like an off-brand or cheap 99-cent brand, 2 for $1, whatever you call it. And Nilla wafers and Lorna Doone, some type of butter cookie or shortbread cookie. Okay, so I'm doing two versions today. It's all going to be the same base pudding, but I'm using two different type of cookies. So I'm going to use Nilla wafers and Lorna Doones. The Lorna Doones is going to be for the one that I want. I'm going to do half and half, Lorna Doone and Nilla wafers. And then for Ashley, I'm going to do just Nilla wafers. So I don't do a meringue on the top of my pudding because I don't like the flavor of it, the taste of it, and the texture. Just don't like it. So what I'm going to do is just put cookies on top, okay? So you're going to need Nilla wafers. You're going to need evaporated milk, canned milk. Let's see. Any brand. And I use the 12-ounce cans. Now, in a 12-ounce can, you get a cup and a half of milk, okay? So you're going to need evaporated milk. You're going to need vanilla extract or whatever type of flavoring you want to add. You're going to need some flour, and I'm using all-purpose flour. You're going to need eggs, and you're going to need a little bit of salt, okay? I've heard people use butter. I've never used butter in it, so however you learned how to do it, there you go. So let me show y'all. Now, in my recipe, it only calls for the egg yolk. And that's because you're originally supposed to separate the egg white from the yolk. Save the white to make your meringue. So I still separate my eggs. And for those that may have had problems separating eggs, I basically just take a room temperature egg, tap it on the side of the counter once or twice to kind of get a crack in it. Okay? And I'm going to do this over my trash can. And I just separate the egg. Okay? And I dip it back and forth till all of the white part comes off. And then you will be left with just your yolk. Okay? I'm going to put that in there. Let me rinse my hand real quick. Okay. So I got my pan on between low, which is basically on medium. And I prefer to use a non-stick pan. And I'm just going to show y'all what I'm doing over here. So what I've already done is I don't want it to get too hot. I have actually combined. Now I'm doing I'm doing a double batch, okay? So in my bowl right here, I have 8 cups of milk, okay? And I have 3 cups of sugar, granulated sugar, that I have mixed together so that the sugar can dissolve. And I like to let it sit for about 10-15 minutes, okay, after I have got it all. So you can barely hear any sugar on the bottom, okay? I have my eggs right here. And so what I'm going to do is I am going to add the majority of my milk to my pan. Okay. And I saved a little bit. Okay. Reason being is because I'm going to mix my flour with my milk. Before I add it. Just a moment, I'm recording. Papa Smurf's not feeling so good. He had some shots yesterday, y'all, so Galen got him back there. Show y'all what I'm doing. Just getting it all mixed in because I don't want any lumps. So when I do add this, there won't be any lumps. I don't have to worry about beating it to death to try to get it all mixed together. Okay. Nice and smooth. Okay. So what I'm going to do is add this now. What you do not want to do is have your stove on high for too long, okay? If you put it on high, just to bring your pot to the right temperature, make sure you turn it back down because you do not want this to stick. This is one of those things that you have to literally stand over the stove to do. You cannot leave it at all. So now I'm going to incorporate my eggs. Let me get a spatula. Okay. You don't want to wait and add your eggs when, I mean, you could have mixed all of this together from the beginning, but that's what I'm doing today. So you're going to mix this and get your eggs because you don't want this to get too hot and then add your eggs because it'll scramble your eggs. Sure I get these eggs broken up and mixed in here. One of these bad boys don't want to do right. Think I finally got it. There you go. The last thing, with it, like the last 5 minutes or last few minutes, I will add my salt. And I'm basically going to use a half a teaspoon or so of salt, maybe a little less. I'm going to add some vanilla extract, and it'll probably be about 2 teaspoons, okay, if that. I'm used to eyeballing stuff, y'all, so I'm trying to write this down. Oh, excuse me, so I can pass it on to my kids if they want to make banana pudding. They'll know how to do it from scratch. It's a time-consuming thing. As I said, not everybody wants to spend the time to do that, so it's really rich. I know people are on strict diets. It's not something everybody can eat all the time. Some people don't have problem with sugar and things like that. If you have a fast metabolism, you don't have diabetes and high blood pressure and all that kind of stuff, then you know the kind of stuff that you can eat. If you have these illnesses, then you know you have to eat in moderation or do without it, period. Now, for someone that's a diabetic, I can't tell you what substitute to use because I don't like the flavor of sugar substitutes. I don't. So, I don't know if it's possible because I'm not a diabetic. Thank you, Lord. If you can cheat and have this one day a little bit and omit something else in your diet that might have sugar in it, I don't know. So, to each his own. Now, this is going to take me about maybe 10, 15 minutes, maybe even 20 minutes to get this to where I need it to be. So, like I said, I don't want to heat it up too fast because I don't want it to scorch on the bottom. So it is 11. Might as well say I started at 11:40. I think. Well, it's 11:44 now. Making sure you rub this all across the bottom and your corners. You want to loosen up. And that's another reason why I don't add my flour without mixing it with the milk, because you don't want anything to settle in the corners. Now, like I said, you could have mixed all of this in a bowl from the beginning, and you'd be good to go. So, my pudding is finished. Nice and thick. And I'm going to keep stirring it so that it won't form a skin on it. So I'm just going to put some cookies in the bottom. I've already rinsed out my container. I got 2 boxes, which my kids had already opened. Cover my bottom as much as I can with the cookies. Okay, hope y'all can see that because that's as close as I can get. Now, Ashley don't like bananas in hers, so I'm just going to be scooping the pudding in. And I turned my stove off at the end when I added the salt and the vanilla extract, because I didn't want it to keep, you know, to stay on high. But because my stove, it takes it a while for it to cool off, I knew that the eye would still be hot. It takes a while for it to cool off. So you have to be really, really careful. Let me get some in this corner. 4 corners. And then we can spread it out. one layer. Here's our second, and I'm not gonna try to cover the entire thing. Just placing cookies randomly in. I'm gonna try to do 3 across and maybe 5 lengthwise. Yeah. Okay. Get my thing out of here. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see how we spread this out. Okay. 1 more. And our last little bit is going to be cookies on top. And I wanted to put it in a storage container so that I don't like to put them in the aluminum pans too much. Now, if I'm doing an event or something, a party or something like that where I know it's going to go the same day, I'll put it in aluminum. I will put it in a aluminum pan. But other than that, I wanted to put it in something that is not going to take on the flavor. Maybe that's in my mind. So we're going to sprinkle. And there we go. That is 1 down. And it's good and hot. Okay. And I'm going to let that cool. And then I'm going to put the lid on it. Now for me, I got these little take-along containers here because not everybody at my house eat banana pudding, so hey, we're gonna go on and make it. I like bananas in it, but we're not gonna do that today. So let me see. This one is already open. My Lorna Doone cookies, and these are in the individual packs that I got, so I'm gonna be opening these. And then I got some, so I got the little small container for myself. Put some of these in. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get that corner right there. taste this right quick. Because I've never tried it with Lorna Doone. But these are my favorite cookies, y'all. To me, the cookie takes over the flavor of the pudding. I'm not going to use those. Always good to have a spare. Let's see the difference. Yes, ma'am. Oh, my goodness. Perfect accent. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. That's just what I was looking for. That flavor right there. Everybody's taste buds are different. But Lorna Doone shortbread cookies have a strong taste. And I don't want them taking over my pudding. Sometimes I make this and just eat it with the cookies. My word. Always save you some in the pot. Now, this is all I need in this house right here, for real. I got 2 layers. Child, you can't waste that. Cookies are face up. I'm able to do 6 across. Now, when selling, if you want to sell banana pudding, this is a good little inexpensive container you can put it in. They're $1.98 from Walmart. This, what is it? It's either Ziploc or Glad. Take along packages for 2. Okay, add that into the price of what you're selling, you made your money back. I could sell this easily $15. Y'all might be like, girl, you crazy. Homemade banana pudding from scratch. Okay. Homemade. Oh my God. Y'all don't understand. If you like banana pudding, put it down below. Now let me see if I got some. Well, I'm not going to do it because I know Janae, I was going to put whipped cream on top. But I know Janae don't like whipped cream on it, so I'll just save it for when I get ready to eat it. But this is my little version for me and whoever else. Excuse me. I got plenty of cookies left if I want to make another batch. But yeah, this is the Ziploc take along individual packs. And that is how I do banana pudding. Thank y'all so much for watching. Hugs, kisses, and many blessings. Bye, Sooga.